guys, welcome back. I'm going to be doing pour today, and here are the colors I'm going to be using. So this is metallic black from Liquitex Basics. It's pretty thick today, as you can see, because I want to do a ring pour and I want to have some nice rings. Here is silver. It's also from Liquitex Basics. Mix this with floetrol and just a little bit of water. And then the white is Artist Loft Acrylic Flow White, again floetrol, a little bit of water, and this is going to be my base coat. And so I'm going to pour that down, and then I'm going to put like a little pillow, and that's what that white is, and I'm going to put that on top. So let me get my canvas prepped, and I'll try to walk you through it, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay guys, I am back. I prepped my canvas. Let me give you some jazz hands here to say hello. Ta-da! So, just as an FYI, I prepped my canvases around the corners and edges so that the paint will be a little tacky and stick, especially if I'm using thinner paints. I was going to use that measuring cup, but I decided it had a bigger bottom to it and I didn't want to fill it up, so I wanted to use the 8-ounce cup. So what my goal was in this was to have mostly white with a little bit of black. So that way I would have just a very few sort of distinct rings on the canvas. I wanted to highlight the black by using a little bit of the silver. So as you can see, I just put a little bit in. I just put a little bit of silver on top of that. And I'm going to keep adding the white as I continue to fill up the cup. And I'm going to do one more layer of the black and silver as well. Haven't done a ring pour in a while, so I usually have a lot of anxiety when it comes to trying to keep my hands steady. So we'll see how this turns out. A little bit more silver. And like I said in the previous video clip portion, that I used very little water in this. You can see how thick my paints are, and I want the lines to be distinct. I don't want them to get blurred. So that's why I did that. Just finishing off the white here. And then the base coat that I'm using, again, is Artist Loft Acrylic Flow White with floetrol, a little bit of Liquitex pouring medium and water. So this is thinner. This canvas is a 15 by 30, and so I used about 24, 25 ounces maybe of paint to make sure I had good coverage. So the fun part is pouring it out and then moving it around to make sure we get the coverage on the edges. So depending on how my pour goes in the composition, we'll see how it goes over the edges here. I know some people use a blow dryer to move out their paint. I don't have one. I don't have much hair, so I don't use a blow dryer. So I like to just tilt it back and forth and get the edges covered slowly but surely. And the other thing, since I just mixed these paints up too, I'm gonna have to torch this down just a little bit. There are so many bubbles in it, and I didn't want the bubbles to come through the final product here. So let's see. If you notice, the canvas was a little bit stained. I had a failed pour yesterday. I was pretty frustrated, couldn't quite get what I wanted out of the pour. So I'm hoping that this pour turns out to be pretty awesome. Okay, usually when I tilt it back after I get over that last corner is I want to bring whatever weight or center of weight there is in the paint, I want to move it back towards the center, if that makes sense. So I went over that corner, which is in the upper left on the screen, and then I brought it back towards the center to just sort of get the paint as centered as possible. So this next cup I'm using is, like I said, I call it the pillow. And I want to be able to pour my ring pour on top of that. Now the pillow is a little bit thicker than the base coat, but not as thick as the actual pour in the cup that I just layered. So I don't think I used all of this. So I just picked a spot. I didn't want to do it in the center, just more to one side, a little bit off-centered. I think that looks pretty good. Save some for leftover if I need some. Okay, so I know I pinched the corner there and had a little bit of a rocky start. Some of my circles are a little wonky, but in the long run they come out okay. I started noticing at this point that I had more black than I wanted. I wish I had more white in there because I wanted it to open up a little bit more. However, we'll see how things end up going as I start tilting. Now, I'm not going to bore you. I'm not going to talk through the whole video here, but just kind of setting things up, and then I'm going to fast forward the video so you can watch the actual tilting aspect of it. And I got a pretty good save there. I was pretty happy. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop for here. I'm going to fast forward the video. Not fast forward, but put it on a time lapse so you can watch. And we'll see you at the end. Hey guys, it's Dwight. I'm back with my wet walkthrough and a little peek at my window. I would close it, but there are no blinds up there, as you can see. Bing. There's my painting. Hey, I sold that one. That's cool. So yeah, I set out to do a ring pour today, as you can see. I saw some videos online where somebody was doing a very abstract version of a ring pour. So I thought I was going to do that today with less black and silver. It didn't quite happen, but I got this instead. I still think it's pretty awesome. I love the, oh my gosh, that window. The details, look at the depth in that. Isn't that cool? And I don't know if you can see some of the white cells that came through. What I did was I laid a cushion on top of it so it would move better on top of the top coat. So that's why you saw me pour the white and then I did the ring pour on top of it. And I decided at the last minute not to use my measuring cup, but just to use a regular old cup. And I think it worked out well. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Hope you like it. Let me see if I can get a better view without all the lights. Cool. Something cool, sort of modern, graphic. I'm gonna do some more similar to this, but a lot more abstract, I think. That's my next venture here. Okay, guys, you take care. And let me show you that spot again. Yeah, we'll see you soon.